Let's try another example. What if we are given a function which is a product of two binomials? So, for example, we have f of x equals 3x plus 1 times 2x minus 3. And we are asked to find the derivative of this function. So again, simulan natin sa f of x plus h. It will mean that we will have to replace all the variables x's here with x plus h. So we have, let's replace x with x plus h. So lahat yan. Now, we have to simplify it. So f of x plus h is equal to, so we will have to distribute the 3. So that is 3x plus 3h plus 1 times, distribute the 2, 2x plus 2h minus 3. You could retain the brackets here, but I changed it into a parenthesis kasi wala ng parenthesis sa loob. But you could still retain the bracket kahit walang parenthesis sa loob. Okay? So, afterwards, we will have to simplify this. So, paano natin i-simplify? Distribute lang natin lahat ng expressions dito sa 2x plus 2h minus 3. So, f of x plus h is equal to, so 3x times 2x, we will have 6x squared. 3x times 2h, we will have 6xh. And 3x times negative 3, we will have negative 9x. So since we're done with the 3x, we will have to distribute 3h now to all of the terms on the second factor. So as you could see, pwede kasi natin siyang idiretso na pa horizontal dito. Pero para mas mabilis yung paghahanap natin ng like terms later, gagawin ko siyang naka-vertical. So I will be writing the answers to 3h times all of this on the second row. So 3h times 2x, that is 6xh. So I will be writing it below the term with the same variables. So 3h times 2x is 6xh. 3h times 2h, that is 6h squared. So, walang h squared. So, lalagay ko dito 6h squared. Why am I doing this? Para mas mabilis tayong mag-combine like terms later on. So, 3h times negative 3, that would be negative 9h. So, wala ulit kapareho. So, negative 9h. And lastly, we have 1. So, 1 multiplied to 2x, 2h, and negative 3 will give us 2x. So, may kapareho siya. So, I will be writing it in the third row under negative 9x kasi kapareho sila ng terms. And then, 2h under negative 9h. And then, negative 3, wala siyang kapareho. So, lagay ko lang siya dito. And then from there, I can combine like terms. Easier siyang mag-combine like terms kasi you don't have to find the like terms anymore kasi naka-column na siya. So, I'll just combine it. So, this will be 6x squared plus 12xh. So, negative 9x and plus 2x, this will give us negative 7x. And then plus 6h squared, and then negative 9h plus 2h, that's negative 7h minus 3. Okay? But before we proceed with substituting all of this to the formula for finding the derivative, let's first simplify yung ating f of x. So, lagay ko siya dito sa kabila. F of x is equal to 3x plus 1 times 2x minus 3. So all we have to do is apply FOIL method. So f of x is equal to, so 3x times 2x, it will give us 6x squared. 3x times negative 3, it will give us negative 9x. 1 times 2x, it will give us positive 2x. 1 times negative 3, it will give us negative 3. And then from there, we will combine like terms. So f of x equals 6x squared minus 7x minus 3. And since na-simplify na natin sila pareho, we could just substitute them here. So that is, mukhang hindi na siya kakasya, so let's move to another page. Now let's substitute these expressions to our formula. So that is the limit of f of x plus h. So lahat ng to, kukopyahin lang natin. Minus f of x. So minus lahat ng to. So don't forget to put a parenthesis. All over h. As h approaches 0. So we will have the limit of, copy ulit natin. All we have to do is distribute the negative. So negative 6x squared, positive 7x, positive 3. All over h. As h approaches 0. And then from there, we will have to combine like terms. 6x squared minus 6x squared, this becomes 0. 12xh, wala siyang kapareho, so let's just copy that. 12xh. Negative 7x and positive 7x, that will give us 0. 6h squared, wala siyang kapareho, so copy lang natin yan. 6h squared, negative 7h, wala siyang kapareho. So let's just copy that. Negative 3, meron siyang kapareho, which is positive 3. It will give us a 0. So ito na lang yung matitira. All over h. As h approaches 0. And then from there, we will have to simplify this whole fraction. So what we do is we factor out the h. So the derivative of f of x is equal to the limit of. So factor out the h from here. So this gives us h times 12x plus 6h minus 7. So dapat marunong kayong mag-factoring by common monomial factor. So over h as h approaches 0. And then from there, ang gagawin lang natin, we cancel common factors. So this time, cancel natin yung h. So 1, 1. So we will just have the derivative of f of x is equal to the limit of 12x plus 6h minus 7 as h approaches 0. And then, all we have to do is evaluate this limit. So this will give us 12x plus 6 times 0 minus 7. And simplifying that will give us the derivative of f of x equals 12x minus 7. So this will be our final answer. So the derivative of 3x plus 1 times 2x minus 3 is 12x minus 7.